Hey family, how's it going? I know some of you looking at this video title and just shaking your head at me. Yes, I am late again, but I am not a dollar short. What? I am still working this 52-week financial challenge, and I thank you guys for your support. So as you know, last week I did week 13 and 14 because I was late for week 13. What I noticed in that video is I didn't tell you the total of that week, and the total was $1,560. So now I am in week 15 and 16 because I'm late for week 15, and this is the end of week 16. So for week 15, I doubled up $48. So that's $48 twice, and that's $96. Then for week 17, I doubled up $47, and when I doubled it up, that's $94. So when I add $96 and $94, I get $190. So in total, with the $1,560 from last week, and the $190 from this week, I have a total of $1,750. Yes, I am happy. Now, what you guys are going to notice is I don't have the money with me. And I know I told you guys after a while I'm just going to start putting the money in the bank. But the money for last week is not in the bank. Hold your brakes. I got a story to share with you. So last week I think about 2 weeks ago, I started thinking, since I know I'm going on the trip, the New York trip, I should start planning for it, and I should start looking for tickets. It would have it that my co-workers was telling me that he too was planning on going to New York for the month I was going. And I'm not sure in the month because this is the internet. But he was going for the month I was going, and he found some great deals from 2 airlines. And I checked those 2 airlines out. Again, I'm not going to be sharing the 2 airlines because this is the internet. I will share it after I come back from my trip though. And so one of the airlines, the cheapest airlines, he was saying that it's a cheap ticket, but he thinks that they charge you for the first bag. I didn't think that because I've traveled before, and it didn't sound right to me, but I decided to check, and sure enough, they don't charge you for that first bag. In fact, well, okay, I'll tell you, I'm kind of getting beside myself because I have to tell you some other new news. But anyway, so for the second airlines, that was just as cheap, but it was expensive. It was more expensive than the first one. He was saying that he thinks that you can take 1 bag, but they charge you for the second. I found that not to be true as well. So anyway, I went ahead and I called the more expensive one after I looked online and I see what they were offering. The price came to for both ways $300 and I want to say $88 or so, and I thought that wasn't a bad price, but I wanted to see if I could get it cheaper, and I wanted to see how much time I have to get that price. So I called the booking agent, I called the agent, the airline agent, and she was telling me a different price, and she quoted $500 and something. So I let her know what I found online, and at first she was acting kind of funny, like she didn't know how to find that price. I said, well, can I just give you the flight number, which is here, and you can find it? And she said, oh yeah, okay, go ahead and give me that. Their thing is, what they have those agents doing is getting the most expensive price to you first, and then once I think they see that you're kind of lingering, then they'll quote something else. They'll quote the cheapest price to you. So anyway, when she looked up, she had me like 30 miles away from Brooklyn, and I told her I wanted to get to Brooklyn and I wanted to make sure. So then I said to her, well, is it close to Manhattan? She said, yes, it's 30 miles from Manhattan. I later found out that from the other place that the other airlines that I did book on, that wasn't necessarily true. I think she was trying to stall and get me to, just pay more money. So anyway, I asked her to reserve my spot, and I'll call her back. So when I went to the other one, I decided to right away go ahead and make that deal, simply because I found out that the airlines, well, I was going to make that deal, I'm sorry, and I found out that airlines was going to charge me $377. So I asked them to hold that booking for me too. Something told me to go online and check the hotels and see what the hotels fees are. I'm so glad I did, you guys. I was looking at all the reviews. I saw mostly 1s and 2s for these hotels. And of course, 1s and 2s, most of the people are going to complain. If they weren't complaining about the staff, they were complaining about how small the room is, how dingy the hotel was, how it was in a bad neighborhood, how rude the staff was, how, when they asked questions, they couldn't really get, a concrete answer, all kinds of things. And then the highest stars that I saw, 5 being the best, were 3s. And once in a while I'll see a 4. But the higher the star, the higher the price. So with the 3s, they were those were rooms that were charging like 200 and something. And when I say 200 something, I mean like 200 and maybe 30 something dollars. Well, when I added the 7 to 8 days that I wanted to stay there, I noticed that my bill was going up and up into the thousands. So by the time I stopped, it was going into like 2,000 something. Well, that's all pretty much my money. And if I shortened the days, it still would be more of my money. So my money would be going to the airlines, which wasn't bad, and the room. So before I get out the room, I'd be poor. I mean, I wouldn't have any money to, go to all the places I wanted to in New York, and that was the purpose of the trip. So I was kind of feeling a little depressed because I knew at this point I probably wouldn't be able to go. So I thought about it, and it took me like 15 minutes to say, look, it's other places that you said you wanted to go, one being Las Vegas. The good thing about Las Vegas is it's one of our neighbors, and I've never been to Las Vegas. It was one of those things that I said I wanted to put in my bucket list. And people from here, most people, majority of people have been to Las Vegas because it's so close. And every time I tell people I haven't been, they're like, you haven't been to Vegas? They're just shocked. That's how close Vegas is to us. So anyway, and how popular it is for people in my area to go. So anyway, I start calling around those 2 airlines again. So the cheapest one, that was the cheapest one for New York, was also the cheapest one for my city. And so I found a ticket for $138 going 2 ways, coming and going. And so I was really happy. I decided to stay 5 days and 4 nights there instead of the 8, simply because I've never been to Las Vegas. I'm not a gambler, I'm not a drinker, and I'm not a smoker. And I wasn't sure if, I'm just looking at the time, you guys, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like the place. But I heard so much good things about it, and I know I wanted to do the spa. I know I wanted to see at least 2 shows, to walk around, to have the buffet, and to shop a little. And it seemed like something that's up my alley. So I also looked at, I did call a booking agent, and I found out that they don't charge you $25 to book with the booking agent. So I felt good, and I did find out that the same price that I saw on the line for the package, which would have been like $444 and some change, he told me to quote the same thing. Something told me not to take that package, just to buy the ticket. So when I bought the ticket, I went back online and I was looking, and sure enough, the hotel that I decided I would like to stay on, the Luxury Hotel, and also maybe the Excalibur, they both had great deals. The Excalibur had a ticket for $199. And it's around the time that I want to go to Las Vegas. So I haven't bought that yet because I'm still thinking, I still want to do my research. Because with that, I want to see if they also offer a spa deal with that. Because if I can get that in a spa deal for not too much, I would love to take that. And I've also seen some other deals with the spa and the shows, but I'm not sure if I want to spend that money. No, and knowing that I have quite a bit of money, you know, to spend and to, you know, buy the spa and my shows, plus also to spend when I'm there. So I'm very excited about that. I'm trying not to make this video too long, but guys, I'm really happy. I'm okay with not going to New York. I still want to go, and I still do plan on going in the future. I think that now I know how I have to tweak it to pay for cities that are going to cost a little bit more. New York is like my city, and a lot of other metropolitan cities, they do cost a pretty penny, you know, to visit and also to be able to enjoy yourself. So I'm happy with this because I've always wanted to go to Las Vegas, and now I have the opportunity, and I am very pleased. This week I am definitely going to make my choice and pick the hotel that I want to stay at. I'm not sure which one it is going to be. And then the next following weeks I am going to pick the things that I want to see when I'm in Las Vegas, and I'll report that to you. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your patience. I'm so happy. Things are really going smooth, and I really am able to enjoy my money that I saved. And that was the biggest thing and the most important thing that I wanted to prove to myself and to show you guys that you guys can do it too. Anything you want is worth saving and worth, you know, dreaming about. It can come to fruition. So you just have to keep on trying and, you know, wanting it bad enough, and, you know, applying yourself. So anyway, you guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Smooches and peace. Until next time. Bye, my loves.